President Donald Trump on Saturday blamed the Obama administration for not responding aggressively enough to Russian hacking of Democratic targets in the 2016 U.S. election. Cyberattacks underpinning the indictment of 12 Russian military intelligence officers. The stories you heard about the 12 Russians yesterday took place during the Obama administration, not the Trump administration. Why didn't they do something about it, especially when it was reported that President Obama was informed by the FBI in September, before the election? Donald J. Trump, at Real Donald Trump, July 14, 2018. Trump's first response to Special Counsel Robert Mueller's initial charges against Russian government officials for interfering in American politics came in tweets the president posted while at his golf resort in Scotland, 2 days before a high-stakes summit in Finland with Russian leader Vladimir Putin. The stories you heard about the 12 Russians yesterday took place during the Obama administration, not the Trump administration, Trump tweeted. Why didn't they do something about it, especially when it was reported that President Obama was informed by the FBI in September, before the election? Trump later in the day tweeted that Obama didn't take action because he thought crooked Hillary Clinton would win. These Russian individuals did their work during the Obama years. Why didn't Obama do something about it? Because he thought crooked Hillary Clinton would win, that's why. Had nothing to do with the Trump administration, but fake news doesn't want to report the truth, as usual. Donald J. Trump, at Real Donald Trump, July 14, 2018. The indictment announced Friday said the Russians hacked into Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign and the Democratic Party and released tens of thousands of private communications as part of a broad conspiracy by the Kremlin to meddle in an American election that ended up putting Trump in the White House. U.S. intelligence agencies have said Moscow was aiming to help the Trump campaign and harm Clinton's bid. The 29-page indictment lays out how, months before Americans voted in November 2016, Russians schemed to break into key Democratic email accounts, including those belonging to Clinton's campaign chairman, John Podesta, the Democratic National Committee and the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee. Stolen emails, many politically damaging for Clinton, appeared on WikiLeaks in the campaign's final stretch. The charges say the Russian defendants, using a persona known as Guccifer 2.0, in August 2016 contacted a person in touch with the Trump campaign to offer help. And they say that on the same day Trump, in a speech, urged Russia to find Clinton's missing emails. Russian hackers tried for the first time to break into email accounts used by her personal office. Mueller did not allege that Trump campaign associates were involved in the hacking effort, that Americans were knowingly in touch with Russian intelligence officers, or that any vote tallies were altered by hacking. The White House seized on those points in a statement that offered no condemnation of Russian election interference. Trump has repeatedly expressed skepticism about Russian involvement in the hacking while being accused by Democrats of cozying up to Putin. Trump, hours before the indictment was made public, complained about the Russia investigation hours, saying the stupidity was making it very hard to do something with Russia. The Kremlin denied anew that it tried to sway the election. The Russian state has never interfered and has no intention of interfering in the U.S. elections, said Putin's foreign affairs advisor, Yuri Yushakov. The indictment identifies the defendants as officers with Russia's main intelligence directorate of the General Staff, also known as GRU. If that link is established, it would shatter the Kremlin denials of the Russian state's involvement in the U.S. elections, given that the GRU is part of the state machine. The Russian defendants are not in custody, and it is not clear they will ever appear in an American court. The indictment accuses the Russian hackers, starting in March 2016, of covertly monitoring the computers of dozens of Democratic officials and volunteers, implanting malicious computer code known as malware to explore the networks and steal data, and sending phishing emails to gain access to accounts. One attempted interference came hours after Trump, in a July 27, 2016, speech, suggested Russians look for emails that Clinton said she had deleted from her tenure as Secretary of State. Russia, if you're listening, Trump said, I hope you're able to find the 30,000 emails that are missing. That evening, the indictment says, the Russians attempted to break into email accounts used by Clinton's personal office, along with 76 Clinton campaign email addresses. By June 2016, the defendants, relying on fictional personas such as DC Leaks and Guccifer 2.0, began planning the release of tens of thousands of stolen emails, the indictment alleges. The Podesta emails published by WikiLeaks displayed the campaign's private communications, including deliberations about messaging that played into attacks that Clinton was calculating and a political flip-flopper. Private speeches she gave to financial industry firms were particularly damaging within the left wing of the Democratic Party and among independents frustrated with the influence of Wall Street in politics. The indictment alleges that Guccifer 2.0 was in touch with multiple Americans in the summer of 2016 about the pilfered material, including an unidentified congressional candidate who requested and then received stolen information. On August 15, 2016, the indictment says Guccifer 2.0 reached out to someone in contact with the Trump campaign and asked the person if they had seen anything interesting in the docs I posted. Guccifer 2.0 said it would be a great pleasure to help. Prosecutors say weeks later, Guccifer 2.0 referred to a stolen DCCC document posted online and asked the person, "What do you think of the info on the turnout model for the Democrats' entire presidential campaign?" The person responded, "P. Ready, standard." The indictment doesn't identify the person, though longtime Trump confidant Roger Stone acknowledged Friday, through his lawyer, a 24-word exchange with someone on Twitter claiming to be Guccifer 2.0. This exchange is now entirely public and provides no evidence of collaboration or collusion with Guccifer 2.0 or anyone else in the alleged hacking of the DNC emails, said lawyer Grant Smith. The charges come as Mueller continues to investigate potential coordination between Russia and the Trump campaign. Before Friday, 20 people and 3 companies had been charged in the investigation. Defendants include 4 former Trump campaign and White House aides, 3 of whom have pleaded guilty and agreed to cooperate, and 13 Russians accused in a powerful social media campaign to sway U.S. public opinion in 2016. Trump's lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, said on Twitter that it was time to end the investigation since no Americans are involved in Friday's indictment. But with Mueller still investigating, it's not known whether further indictments are taking shape or will. Politics. U.S. President Donald Trump on Saturday questioned why Barack Obama's administration did not act on allegations of Russian meddling in the U.S. 2016 presidential election. Friday, a federal grand jury said Russia's military intelligence agency officers covertly monitored Donald Trump, Russia, election, hacking 11:29 Saturday the 14th of July 2018 7:55 a.m. 2018-55-14 Saturday the 14th of July 2018 7:55 a.m. Newsmax Inc.